Hello everybody, this is AskJoshy, and today we're checking out the victory poses, the RIP victory poses added in the Overwatch Halloween Terror event. First up is Ana with some Tea Time Beyond the Grave. Next up is Bastion with Ganymede sitting faithfully on his tombstone, presumably forever and ever. Here is Diva's tombstone with some nice mecha and champion stickers on it, but Easter egg, some Doritos sprinkled on the tombstone on the back, as well as the bunny logo. Next up is Genji, and he has an awesome dragon haunting his tombstone. I would totally steal that sword, by the way, if I wasn't worried his cyborg ninja grip would not let it go. Next up is Hanzo's RIP. This is my favorite one because it means that Hanzo is no longer with us. Here we have Junkrat's RIP with the trap, tire, and of course all of his weaponry and peg leg sticking up into the air. Next up is Lucio with his sound gun still fully operational. You can take my guns when you pry it from my cold, dead hand, is what McCree probably said before being buried like this. Next up is May with Snowball there, just pouring ice onto her frozen corpse hand forever and ever, presumably. Next up is Mercy, which is kind of ironic since heroes never die. Seeing Mercy's tombstone is kind of interesting. This is what Pharah's tombstone would look like if she ever actually died. But I like that the victory pose changes based on the skin that you're using. I'm using Security Chief Pharah, and you can see her wings and arm and helmet there. Reaper. Rest in peace, Reaper. Yeah, right. He's just going to come right back out of the grave every time. If and when Reinhardt ever does finally kick the bucket, he will be buried with his hammer, as shown here. Looks pretty cool. Next up is Roadhog, who appears to have hooked his own tombstone. Well done. Here we have Soldier 76, final resting place. Again, like McCree, they can have my guns when they pry it from my cold, dead hands. Do not try to visit Symmetra's grave, or her sentry turrets will probably actually kill you. No turret set up to mark Torbjorn's grave, just the hammer resting on top. Gotta say I'm a little surprised. Tracer dual wielding even in the afterlife, with her shades just perched atop the tombstone. Next up is Widowmaker, who for some reason was chosen to be buried upside down. I mean, do I need to make the Harambe joke? Here we have Zarya still flexing in the afterlife with her amazingly huge gun. I guess there's no threat of anyone stealing it since it probably weighs too much for anyone to take. And finally we have ZENYATTA buried with his magical orbs still floating in the air. That's actually pretty sweet. But that will round it up for the last of the RIP victory poses for the Halloween Terror event. Thanks for watching. You can go check out the sprays and skins videos as well. Next up is Cold Heart Reinhardt skin, which looks awesome. I really like the color palette.